Census Records and Schedules. My name is Noemi Mendez. I am your instructor, and I am a data dissemination specialist with the U.S. Census Bureau.
In this module, you'll learn about what are census schedules. You'll hear about 1950 questionnaire facts. You'll learn about what questions were asked in the 1950 population questionnaire and the 5% sample questionnaire, and you'll learn about how to use the census Soundex.
Notes about census records. Each decennial census collected different information based on the needs of the federal government. Therefore, the information that you will find will differ from census to census. Census records are an oral history, and the information may not have been verified. Names may have been mispronounced and or spelled incorrectly. Some records may be unreadable because of handwriting. Some individuals may not have been counted. Also, you may not know who provided the information about a family because a neighbor may have been used as a proxy and may have missed some individuals. 1950 questionnaire facts. Census Day was April 1st, 1950. There were 20 questions on the form. United States, the territories of Alaska and Hawaii, American Samoa, the Canal Zone, Guam, Puerto Rico, the Virgin Islands of the United States, and some of the smaller island territories were included in this census. Americans abroad were enumerated for the first time. College students were enumerated at their college address. 1950 population questionnaire.
Let's take a look at the questionnaire from the 1950 census. When conducting your genealogy research, the information available about the household are limited to the questions asked during the census. Here are the questions.
Name of street, avenue, or road where the household is located. Home or apartment number. Serial number of dwelling unit. Is this house on a farm or ranch? If no, is this house on a place of 3 or more acres? Corresponding agriculture questionnaire number. Name. Relationship to head of household. Race. Sex. How old was this person on their last birthday? Is this person now married, widowed, divorced, separated, or never married? What state or country was the person born in? If foreign born, is the person naturalized? For persons 14 years of age and older, what was this person doing most of last week? Working, keeping house, or something else? If the person was keeping house or something else, did the person do any work at all last week, not counting work around the house, including work for pay, in his own business, working on a farm, or unpaid family work? The person answered no to the question, was he looking for work? The person answered no to question 17, even if he did not work last week. Does he have a job or a business? The person was working, how many hours did he or she work in the last week? What kind of work does this person do? What kind of business or industry is the person in? And the class of worker the person is.
1950 5% sample population questionnaire.
This was a 1 in 100 national random sample of the population. The 1950 samples do not include data from Alaska and Hawaii. First question, was the person living in the same house a year ago? If no, was the person living on a farm a year ago? If no, was the person living in the same country a year ago? If no, go on to question 23. What country or nearest place were they living in a year ago? What state or foreign country were they living in a year ago? What country were the person's mother and father born in? What is the highest grade of school that that person has attended? Did the person finish his grade? Has the person attended school since February 1st? For persons 14 years and older, if the person is looking for work, how many weeks had they been looking for work? Last year, how many weeks did this person not work at all, not counting work around the house? Last year, how much money did the person earn working as an employee for wages or salary? Last year, how much money did the person earn working at their own business, professional occupation, or farm? Last year, how much money did the person receive from interest, dividends, veterans allowances, pensions, rents, or other income, aside from earnings? If this person is the head of the household, last year, how much money did the relatives in this household earn working for wages or salary? If this person is the head of the household, last year, how much money did the person earn working at their own business, professional occupation, or farm? If this person is the head of the household, last year, how much money did the person receive from interest, dividends, veterans allowances, pensions, rents, or other income, aside from earnings? If male, did he ever serve in the U.S. Armed Forces during World War II, World War I, any other time, including present service? What kind of work does this person do in his job? What kind or business or industry does this person work in? Class of worker. If ever married, has this person been married before? If married, widowed, divorced, or separated, how many years since this event occurred? If female and ever married, how many children has she ever born, not counting stillbirths? Census Soundex. The decennial census Soundex system began as a project of the Franklin D. Roosevelt administration's Work Progress Administration. Because many states did not have uniform systems for registering births, the Soundex indexes were originally prepared to assist the Census Bureau in finding records for people who needed official proof of age. The Soundex system was used for the 1880, 1900, 1910, 1920, and 1930 censuses. The Soundex is a coded surname index based on the way a name sounds rather than the way it's spelled. Surnames that sound the same but are spelled differently, such as Smith and Smith, have the same code and are filed together. The system was developed to make it easier to find a particular name, even though it may have been spelled or misspelled, as was more often the case, in a different way. To locate a last name, you must know its code. How do I find my Soundex code? Soundex codes always start with the first letter of the surname and are always followed by 3 numbers. Those numbers represent the first 3 remaining consonants in the surname. If there are not enough letters in the surname, zeros will be added until there are 3 digits. If the surname is too long, the numbers will be limited to 3. For more information about the Soundex, please see the reference section at the end of the course. Time for another quiz. True or false? The Soundex system was developed to make it easier to find a particular name, even though it may have been spelled or misspelled, as was most often the case, in different ways. The answer is true.